Ladies and gentlemen, there is something which I once stated on this platform, and allow me to repeat myself once again, and I want to make it very clear for all, that the person who is going to kick William Ruto out of the mountain is not Uhuru Kenyatta, the way most people had actually predicted. And that the person who is going to kick William Ruto out of the mountain is not even Raila Odinga. That person is not even Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. The person who is going to kick William Ruto out of the mountain is none other than Rigathi Gachagua. Early this week, Rigathi Gachagua was impeached. And it is very clear that the impeachment was actually engineered by none other than William Samoei Arap Ruto. After that impeachment, the ground has turned so hostile to William Ruto's allies to the extent that some of them cannot even go to social places. For example, take this member of parliament for Kinangop, who was being kicked out from a bar. No. And I remember Rigathi Gachagua reminding Kenyans that the mountain hates betrayers. And Rigathi Gachagua gave a very clear example that the mountain rejected Uhuru Kenyatta because Uhuru Kenyatta betrayed Ruto. And that they rejected Uhuru despite betraying Ruto, who was not one of their own. Now we want to take a situation where the mountain are viewing William Ruto as someone who is betraying, one of their own. Let us revisit the statement by Rigathi Gachagua.
Kwa sababu sisi ni wangwana. Sisi kitu hatupendi ni usaliti. Ukitusaliti tutakuchukia. Na yule alisaliti William Ruto na hakuwa mtoto wetu, lakini tukaona ni mbaya kwa sababu hatupendi usaliti. Tukasema huyu mumesaliti huyu. Huyu munaangaisha. Huyu munadharau. Huyu ndio tutainua, ndio tuoneshe nyinyi hatupendi usaliti. Na hiyo tukafanya. Na pale sisi tuko kwa President William Ruto, tunangoja siku hii inakuja.
So yesterday there was a funeral in Nakuru County. I think the brother to Bahati, member of parliament, passed on. And the residents went there. Members of parliament went there. The governor went there. Oscar Sudi, a close ally of the president, was also present. The mood was so hostile for the allies of the president to an extent that someone like, for example, Kanini Kega had to surrender early enough. And he had to make it very clear that for him, he's in Arusha. He's dealing with Rwanda, Uganda, Tanzania issues, not Kenyan issues. And what shocked me was how the residents there reacted to Susan Kihika. Susan Kihika spoke, they listened to her. But when Susan Kihika tried to read the condolence message from the president, hell broke loose.
We appreciate you. Todo ni mutuheaga feedback njega niguo tukamenye haria turahitia nigetha tugacokia ruwiki no ndimuhoe ona kuhana oro uguo kuhana rimwe tugetikira no tukorwo tutira understand mundu areka uri areka niki no ndimuhoe muthie na mbere kunyitirira muheshimiwa Irene Choki tafadhali please niguo. Condolence message from His Excellency William Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya. Nake tuigue sawa gikira iwega tuigue aya from His Excellency William Ruto, President of the Republic and Commander-in-Chief. Nake to celebrate my pole sana William Samoei Ruto. Thank you. Reure.
Oi, tusifanye makelele kwa sababu tuko kwa mazishi.
Okay. Serikali ya Rais William Ruto inajitahidi sana kuhakikisha ya kwamba barabara zote hapa Kenya, sana sana zile barabara zimekwama kidogo, tutatengeneza zote, zitakamilika na mtaona maendeleo. Kwa hivyo nitafikisha hapa. Nimeona mmefurahia sana na Bwana Yesu awabariki.
Lakini leo unajua kuna shida pia hii dunia kubwa. Najua hata Yesu anataka kurudi. Akijaribu kuangalia hivi anataka kurudi, lakini ile maneno yanafanyika hapa chini ni mingi sana. So ndio unaona anarudi tena anakawia. Unajua kuna maswali ya mjaji.
Of course, Oscar Sudi was present there, and Oscar Sudi witnessed all this. So in this video, I want us to do a critical analysis about that incident in Nakuru County. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to also take this opportunity to apologize. Not really apologize. Today is my wife's birthday, Makwiny, and I shared that in one of the posts on this channel, and I know most of you guys have seen it. So it's her birthday, and as a family we had some small celebration somewhere. I've just sneaked out to do this video. I intended to produce this video early in the morning, but I was a bit late. I found they had already prepared something for her. So you'll allow me, and of course I want to also to take this opportunity to wish her birthday in the comment section. And of course, you know the way the Ligang normally operates, you can also do something using those numbers you are seeing on your screen. And I want to thank that gentleman there. He was very specific with the coffee he sent today. He told me, Lee, that's for your wife's birthday. Ladies and gentlemen, you can also act using that number. Ladies and gentlemen, let us dive in. If there's one thing that William Ruto achieved in the last election, was to successfully manage to organize Mount Kenya politics according to his own wish. He succeeded in stopping Uhuru Kenyatta from persuading the residents of the mountain to support Raila Odinga. But Uhuru Kenyatta was also very clear to the people of the mountain that they were making a very big mistake and that they will remember him. I've been going through comments, especially in the groups from the mountain and even in the comments on this platform. I can tell you, if elections were to be held today and you have William Ruto, you have Kalonzo, or someone else in the mountain, Ruto will not defeat anybody in the mountain. That's how bad the situation is. Politics is a very interesting game. It's dynamic. It keeps on changing. Maybe the fortunes might change in favor of William Ruto later because we still have 3 more years. But if that elections were to be held today, William Ruto would not even get 15% of the votes from the mountain. So what we witnessed in Nakuru, in my view, is a result of the following. Number one, the mountain has drifted from the grip of William Ruto. And just I think Rigathi Gachagua stated that the mountain hates betrayers. You know, and this is why I find William Ruto to be in a very tight corner. William Ruto successfully managed to convince the mountain to vote for him because Uhuru Kenyatta was telling them to vote for Raila. So he used Raila phobia to rally the mountain. After winning the presidency, William Ruto went ahead and looked for Raila Odinga, and today Raila is more closer to government than any other Kikuyu. That is something which is really eating the mountain. The mountain are asking themselves, our own son told us to vote for this guy. We refused. This guy told us that this guy is a devil. We heeded to his advice. Now he's coming and taking this guy and giving him 11 roles. For example, during the not really Nusmukate, what was it called? The handshake. Raila had never been recommended a single cabinet secretary. Ruto has 4 ODM members serving in his cabinet. So they were like, so because of that, the mountain has drifted. They feel betrayed. They feel cheated. And the fact that now Rigathi Gachagua has been impeached, and Rigathi Gachagua was now the face of the mountain, they have drifted completely. And that's something which William Ruto and his allies should be alive to. Number 2, it also shows disapproval of Rigathi Gachagua's impeachment amongst Mount Kenya people. And of course, this was manifested even during the public participation. I don't know who is advising William Ruto. I know William Ruto is also consuming intelligence. And I'm told the intelligence has actually advised William Ruto and his allies to avoid going to public places for the time being in the mountain because the ground is hostile. I don't come from the mountain, but I know on this channel, everybody comes from the mountain. Most people come from the mountain. So if you are coming from the mountain and you know a member of parliament who voted for Rigathi Gachagua and attended a function in the village, please let me know. And also don't forget to share the reaction. So the mountain really didn't approve the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. So that's number 2. Number 3, in general, Kenya Kwanza lost their popularity. In the mountain, Uhuru Kenyatta had started taking over. Now Rigathi Gachagua emerged. I've always told you that initially, the ratings between Rigathi Gachagua and Ndindi Nyoro in the mountain was that Ndindi Nyoro was ahead of him in popularity. But the moment William Ruto started fighting Rigathi Gachagua's popularity shot up to 76%. And I've told you always that that's the reason why Ndindi Nyoro decided to take a low profile. And that Kenya Kwanza popularity is the reason why these guys are being rejected. And lastly, there is a clear disconnect between Kenya Kwanza and the voters and the people of the mountain. They really don't know the problems the ground is facing. You see, the ground is telling these guys that the impeachment motion against Rigathi Gachagua is not a priority. They go ahead, impeach Rigathi Gachagua. The ground is telling them that the chief is not a priority. They go ahead and implement it. The ground is telling him that Adani is not a priority. They go ahead, implement Adani. The priorities are there. Today, in the Republic of Kenya, people suffering from some chronic diseases cannot get treatment because the health system is collapsing. Students and the parents cannot even take their kids to universities. Why? Because of what William Ruto is trying to implement. So there's that disconnect. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what you think, but I'm 100% sure that William Ruto has lost the mountain and there is no way he will be able to recover it. I don't know what you think. That's my take. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.